Hello, everybody! We are finally back with our top 10 worst movies of the 90s. Sorry this has taken a bit.
Life has gotten in the way.
You can think life, and we were like, oh, let's do this. In fact, Megan just changed again her list. We're going to go ahead and let y'all know just a little bit about these lists. Top 10 80s films, or top 10 worst 80s films. I will say that had a lot of stuff where I was like, alright, this is bad, maybe not going to end up on everybody else's list. And there were some times where I was like, alright, I have to include this, even though I don't remember it as well as I probably should. The 90s one's not so much. We remember most of these movies pretty well, and they're pretty heinous. The 90s was an odd era. It's whenever kids' films really began to explode in just pure popularity. So you got a lot of really bizarre films, and you got
Drop Dead Fred.
Yeah. You also got your toys, you got your other weird shit. It was a weird decade for film. I will say
and for music.
Yeah.
But we're not here to discuss music.
Yeah, eventually we'll talk about the worst of the 90s, but might do it by decade, or by day, or year. Whatever word Charlie's looking for. I'm full of not words today. So, we're going to change it up. Instead of have Megan lead us off, and pretty much I will be the one to end it, I'm going to lead us off. So, my honorable mention, of course. And just to let y'all know, this is a very personal list. So, just let y'all know some stuff that you may think is really, really bad may not end up on there, because either I don't think it's as bad, or I think there's stuff that's far worse, which is usually what this is.
Or in my case, there are some movies that I have not seen ages, or at least not in their entirety, and it's like, well, I can't really put it on the list because I don't really remember that much about it, like Drop Dead Fred. I just remember it sucked. It's stupid.
Well, for me, though, I had to start off with the honorable mention. It's the one that I think everybody is not surprised. In terms of slasher films, it's the worst in its entire franchise. Jason Goes to Hell.
Horror has many faces. Death wears many different masks. But pure evil wears only one. And this is your final chance to see it. Jason Goes to...
There's not a single redeeming factor about the movie. And that's the worst part about it. And on top of it, it's a Friday the 13th movie that, one, does not have Friday the 13th. Okay, it's fine. We're kind of driving a little strange when it got to 7. Actually, I think it got to 8.
That well done dried up.
Yeah. But holy shit, is it boring. That is its biggest sin. As a Friday the 13th, most of the Friday the 13th movies do have an issue of quite a bit of padding. If you actually watch them nowadays, like, you realize they're a little bit padded here and there. You know, can we get some shit done? But they seem to genuinely have some fun sometimes, especially the later ones. I'm like, alright, they're going to be goofier and goofier. Especially Jason X. People really kind of first shit on it, but then they're like, this is actually a hell of a lot of fun. Which that's the thing. The movie's a lot of fun. It doesn't take itself seriously. It's Jason in space, for crying out loud, people. But this movie is just... I don't know who the hell thought it would be interesting. Instead of having Jason Voorhees, we're going to have him possessing people, sorta. And it's not done well. And it's all because this one guy who's doing an autopsy after the SWAT team blows up Jason's body decides to eat his heart. It gets fucking weird, but that's the thing. It's got a weird premise, but it doesn't do anything interesting with that premise. It's just this stereotypical slasher shit. And instead of doing like the last few, which are starting to get a little self-aware and kind of having some fun with it. Like, Jason Takes Manhattan is just hilarious. And it really purposely tries to be hilarious. Are you losing something over there?
No, I just remembered I probably should have put my phone on silent.
Oh yeah, me too.
I tried to very subtly
You're not subtle at all, my love.
and just like, you totally don't see me over here.
You're about as subtle as a cat. But Jason Goes to Hell it sucks so much. Now, why I don't put it higher up on the list, because I actually really don't like this movie at all. Because it's not watchable in any regard, but I can't say it's the most venomously bad movie out there. There are some that are on this list that are just so obnoxiously bad that they just push Jason Goes to Hell down the list. And I will let you know, my list was like...
Push it down to hell.
Pretty much. Yeah, and I will let y'all know, my list was probably 40, nearly 50 movies deep. I had a shit ton of films. I'm like, yep, that sucked, that sucked, that sucked. And it's not even me just, I hate everything, just...
Shall I show you my reject list later?
I would show you mine, but I already deleted it. Yeah, just Jason Goes to Hell is a very, very piss poor. It's one of the few Jason movies you can skip, I think. And you're not missing anything. So, that's my issues with Jason Goes to Hell. What is your honorable mention?
My honorable mention is Batman and Robin.
I want a car. Chicks dig the car.
This is why Superman works alone.
I will admit, I liked this as a kid, and as an adult, I realized that it is a piece of shit. I would realize that. It is bad. It is train wreck bad. But it's fun, though. It's fun to watch, especially all the stupid puns.
The amount of drinking games you can make from this movie.
Ugh.
Your liver won't like you afterwards, but...
I would say you'd be waking up with your liver next to you. Just bitch slapping you, just...
I don't know what the hell that all was, people. Something more you want to say about the Robin and Bat?
Yeah, I will say that as bad as it is, at least Arnold Schwarzenegger seems to be having fun.
George Clooney seems like he's bored out of his fucking mind.
Yeah, he's totally miscast as Batman. He makes a good, decent Bruce Wayne, but it's like...
For the 2 minutes he's on screen. As Bruce Wayne. Let me put it that way.
I know what you meant. I'm pretty sure our audience knew what the hell you meant too.
If you are picking up on my weird speech, I am so sorry for you all.
He's starting to rub off on you. Yeah, he's kind of miscast. And
Kinda.
Uma Thurman is way over the top.
Uma Thurman is a walking piece of ham that also happens to be just a massive piece of cheese inside of it. It's something special, those who have not watched it.
And Chris O'Donnell, I was about to call him, for just a second there, I was just about to call him Christopher Robin. Well, his name is Chris, and he is playing Robin, so...
Christopher Robin.
Yeah, he's kind of a whiny brat.
Kinda.
I mean, he's a little bit of a whiny brat in Batman Forever, but now they kind of like amplify it in Batman and Robin. And don't even get me started on some of the editing.
What about, you're totally missing in Clueless there, Alicia Silverstone.
Maybe what little she's in it.
Yeah. They make a big deal if she's in the movie. She's in it for maybe 20 minutes of that. Of a nearly 2-hour-long film.
Yeah, fresh off of Clueless. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's like, wow, y'all don't understand Barbara Gordon at all. No, for some reason they make her Alfred's daughter or cousin.
Like,
Niece.
I would say his great niece or something like that.
Yeah, it's like... It's
Well,
one of those very many...
she gotta have some reason why she's visiting the Wayne Manor and meeting Batman and Robin. Roll credits.
Roll credits. Ah. So...
Is there anything you want to add?
No, I just let y'all know it's on my list.
And you will add your thoughts when it comes up.
Give more opinions on it then.
Okay, fair enough. So, what is your number 10?
Oh, my number 10 is a movie I forgot it came out in 1990, so it technically counts. And I have to put it on there, even though I will admit that the film has almost surpassed itself into becoming a cult hit because it seems like it was purposely made to be bad. But thanks to watching movies about this, you understand, no, the director actually meant this to be a good film. He thought he made a good film. He thought people were just not getting it. And that's Troll 2.
Powers of evil are very strong here. I must leave.
Goblins don't exist. Goblins don't exist.
And remember,
They're eating her. Then they're gonna eat me. Oh my god. With all the enthusiasm of somebody who just learned that he needs to get a root canal. I think I broke her already, folks.
They just continue. I'll just be over here laughing.
It is an infinitely quotable, almost enjoyable train wreck of a film. And I was almost tempted to alright, it shouldn't be on the list just because it almost seems like it was purposely made to be the best. The worst movie of all time. It's meant to be a bad movie. Sort of like Birdemic. Birdemic will never appear on my top 10 worst films of 2000s simply because it was meant to be bad. That movie was purposely meant to be shit. You've never seen Birdemic, have you?
I don't believe I've ever even heard of it.
Oh,
Try to be thankful.
It's purposely meant to be shit movie. It quickly falls up on that. But whenever you watch Troll 2, or more importantly, when you watch the best worst movie, a documentary originally done by a group of superfans of Troll 2, you realize the director thinks he actually made a really good movie. And he thinks people do not get it. And it's like, you might be out your goddamn mind. Because I'm pretty sure everybody has seen it. Like I said, you probably all know the quotes. Beyond the most infamous, oh my god quote that for some reason broke Megan.
Not just you comparing it to a root canal.
Well, these just kids like, oh my god. It's infinitely watchable. I will say that. But boy, is it a steaming pile of shit. I do remember how I watched this movie when I first, back in the 90s. I watched it as a kid. I watched a lot of these movies as a kid.
Yeah, same here.
Okay. Well, the problem is I got a lot of radar stuff on here. I was a weird kid. I watched a lot of weird stuff. It's what you get, folks. Yeah, Troll 2, because of the fact that director, he thought he was actually making a good film, and it wasn't. It was just a steaming pile of dog shit. It's hard to not include it on the worst list because it wasn't meant to be bad. It was actually meant to be something profound. And I still don't know why the hell it's called Troll 2 when they're goblins. They even call them goblins in the movie.
Troll 2, goblins.
What do trolls and goblins have to do with each other? The only thing is they're in the same army technically in Warhammer. Yes, I am that nerd.
Nerd. That's all I have to say. And also, if number 10 is a steaming pile of shit,
it doesn't get better.
What is... I'm afraid of number 1 now.
Oh, number
what, was it going to be a cold piece of shit?
It's just gonna be
a cold, dried up piece of shit that's been sitting there for a while and it just...
Be a dwarf star of a piece of shit. Just super small but super heavy mass of something. I'm a science nerd too, folks.
Nerd.
So yeah, Troll 2, it's my 10. I can't help it. So, what about your number 10?
My number 10, probably have a lot of y'all going, oh, yeah, that was a thing in the 90s. Oh, yeah. is getting even with Dad.
Ray Gleason just committed the perfect crime, but it took just one small thing
Hi, Dad.
to screw it all up. Dad? A visit from his son. Because after a lifetime of being ignored,
I'm stuck with him. He's just a kid. There's no way he's gonna find anything out here.
Timmy isn't getting mad.
They're gone.
Excuse me, guys.
He's getting even.
I think we better talk.
I've never seen this movie. That's all I can say. I've heard of it, never seen it.
Yeah, for those of you that had never seen it, or maybe it's kind of been a while, it's like, oh yeah, what was that movie about? Yeah, Ted Danson and Macaulay Culkin play father and son. Except while he was in prison, he kind of pawned off his son on his sister, and he gets out, and rather than taking back the kid, he and his ex-con buddies are planning this rare coin heist that they're going to try to fence, and he's going to try and use the money to start up his own bakery. Noble goal, but yeah. So
small business loans, I think, would be a much easier route.
Well, I think they even mentioned that he's afraid that he's not going to be able to get a loan because, you know, he's an ex-con.
Still, at least fucking try. The worst they're going to tell him, no. Alright, cool. Then I know I got to go coin heist route.
Well, so, anyway.
Danson's an idiot, it sounds like.
Well, so, anyway. Yeah, so the sister, she gets married, and, like, she and her new husband want to go on their honeymoon, so they drop the kid off with his dad, and they're having to kind of, like, get to know each other. Especially when, after the coin heist, Macaulay Culkin, like, he finds out about it and decides to hide the coins and says, okay, well, I've hidden the coins, and I will only give them to you after you spend time with me. But by the end, of course, it's like, okay, well, you know, he decides that, oh, you know, my kid's more important to me, and then there's a subplot, this, like, this cop or FBI lady who's, like, trying to get close to him to investigate him, but they end up kind of, like, falling for each other, and...
As you do.
Yeah, it was the 90s.
Yeah, it's like a 90s... It sounds like the 90s wrapped up in a perfectly shit blanket. So, why does this make your number 10?
I mean, why is it only number 10?
Yeah.
Oh.
Beyond the fact the plot sounds pedantic as shit. Yes, people, I do know words sometimes. I just can't say them.
Or spell them.
Yeah, I can't spell for shit. Thank God for autocorrect.
Spell check.
Sometimes.
I would say you rely way too much on autocorrect. Spell check. That's what I was going to
I
say.
rely on autocorrect too. I'm like, maybe it'll take that as up. It made something else. I don't even know what that word was.
No, not Mother Ducker. God.
Mother Ducker, yours. Mine just gets confused with Mother Puss Bucket. It's like Mother Puss Bucket, and it just separates them all. I'm like, no, that sounds like a whole different thing. It's
Well,
like a
we're
strip club I need to
trying to be
make.
sweet. Him calling me, like you calling me, your moon and stars, and me calling you my sun and sky. It'll correct it like S-O-N to S-U, or S-U-N to S-O-N. It's like my son, like, no, totally missing the mark, you stupid autocorrect.
But anyway.
Yeah, I would just say that, like, yours, it gets worse. Hey.
Ow. Oh, I thought you were talking about the movie.
No, I'm talking about my list.
So nothing more you want to say about Getting Even with Dad besides kind of crappy?
It's a dumb plot and very predictable, and
It's the 90s.
I don't even say I even kind of sort of enjoy it as an adult. Enough to
No
want to own
taste,
it on
folks.
DVD.
No taste, folks.
I picked you, so you can't say shit.
Exactly.
We've been over this before.
I'm allowed to make fun of your choices if you chose me.
No, that just proves that I have good taste. But
Just can't say
it. I want to say that, okay, they're probably like, okay,
Want me to move on to my
hurry up,
number
move
9?
on, and just shut up. Yeah. So yeah, you're number 9.
I can't help it. This movie it sucks so bad. But I will admit, I watch it because it's a gorgeous train wreck the entire time. Mortal Kombat Annihilation is
That is on my list.
just a train wreck of epic proportions.
Jade, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Cyrex, Smoke, Shiva,
You get the Street Fighter syndrome. It's like, hey, let's throw as many characters at this plot as humanly possible. One, or two,
Unless you're a fan of the games, you're not going to know who the hell they are.
yeah. Like, if did anybody realize that Stryker and Cabal get mentioned in the movie? They're just a footnote. Literally, they're a throwaway line. I mean, hey, y'all mentioned them. Mm-hmm. Anything else? And you also have the problem that
Bad acting.
oh, the acting is just terrible. It's bad when your best actors are Liu Kang and Katana, probably two of your only real returning actors, too. And they're bad. Like, they're not good actors. Everything they say is very stilted. And then Sonya and Jax, they're
over the top.
Yeah, they're delightful, but that's because they're so over the top. Raiden, I can't remember his actor's name, but he's in...
No, not Christopher Lambert.
That's
Oh my god, we looked this up the other day. What the hell?
I don't know, but he usually plays like a bad guy and everything.
Or at least an asshole.
Yeah, and he's so bored sounding throughout the whole movie. Like, even when at least Christopher Lambert seemed to have a fun time the entire...
He was a pervert. I thought, but...
He's 900 years old. He's probably the first boob he's seen in about 200 years. It's like, boobs! Boobs! I just broke her again.
Now that we've gotten a glimpse of Charlie as an immortal...
Well, that's like the Red Skull in Infinity War. I gotta imagine what he's like, holy shit, people! Come here, how you doing, folks? Let's have some baked potatoes. Always making baked potatoes. Red Skull's bored, I guess.
that image of Red Skull singing Be Our Guest.
Be our guest, be our guest. Go and throw your wife off the cliff. I don't know, folks. I'm losing my damn mind. Megan's gonna Google her mind now.
That's presuming you ever had one to begin with, dear.
That's a lot for you to say.
Especially in the middle of a giggle fit.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, the acting, I will say Shao Kahn is just, he's a wonderful, delightful ham.
That's Brian Thompson for you.
Yeah. From the middle of fights, deciding to start barking for no particular reason, just because, like, hey, barking sounds like a good thing I should be doing. And then you have the crowning cup of everything. You have a plot that makes no sense. Like, you look at it and you're like, why are they doing this? Why is this happening? In all essence, it is just a weak thread to hold together a bunch of fight scenes. And none of them are particularly good because the choreography kind of sucks and the CGI is really terrible. I get it's 97. The movie, it's like, oh, CGI wasn't that great back then. Go watch Terminator that came out I think it came out a few years before that. It still looks fantastic today. Hell, go watch Starship Troopers. Came out 2 years after that. It still looks good. I think we might have a problem here, folks.
Of course, you also just like the subplot with Sindel.
Yeah.
Sindel and her daughter.
It's so creepy at times. Only your love can do this. Can we say that in some way that doesn't make it sound like we're about to have inbreeding muff dives? Just anything else, folks. Just something other than that. Because I fear that they're going to make a porn parody and it's going to be weird. Yeah, as much as...
You don't even look at the cliff, do you?
Oh, hell no. There's a cliff? I will admit, it's like the movie is watchable because it is a train wreck, but it is a bad train wreck. Like there's fire, there's some cows running from it. I don't know how the hell the beanstalk came in the middle of all of it, but you know, there's shit everywhere. And you're just like, let me watch this till the end.
Maybe a Sharknado or two.
Yeah, pretty much. Say, hey, Mortal Kombat Annihilation for you. It's a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's kind of like Batman and Robin, though. It's a watchable piece of shit. It's enjoyably bad.
In a way. In a fashion. So, what is your number 8? Or 9. Sorry, I am looking at mine.
I was like, getting a little ahead.
Yeah, a little bit.
My number 9 is Flubber.
Hit the deck!
Flubber.
Oh, boy.
I haven't seen Flubber in forever. If I even have seen Flubber, I can't remember.
It's on Netflix. So I was like, I'm good.
I have many other things I'd rather watch on Netflix. Yeah, I'll watch that shitty Cloverfield movie everybody's pissing and moaning about still. I will eventually watch Cloverfield Paradox, people. I just time and care. So, what makes Flubber your 9th worst movie of the 90s?
Where do I begin? Dumb story. Not that great CGI. It might have been impressive to me as a kid. A stupid kid. Way back when, but now as an adult, it's like, it does not really hold up well. I was like, did it ever hold up well? That's the look that you're giving me.
I was like, did it ever look good? And what I remember as a kid, I was like, this looks bad. That's just from the commercials I remember. Because I always remember the damn thing dancing.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember it looking really, really shitty. Like I say, I prefer your puppetry or, you know, spend a little bit more than $12 on your CGI, folks.
And not so great acting from the likes of Marsha Gay Harden and Wesley Crusher, Will Wheaton.
And Ron Williams.
Well, I will say that Ron Williams is not enough to save. Like, his goofiness. It can be actually kind of charming in the movie, but it's not enough. Or at least to me. But it's not enough to save the movie.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's kind of like getting even with Dad. So one of those, oh yeah, that was a thing. But it's kind of forgettable.
Should we move to my number 8?
Yep.
Oh, my number 8's more I've thought about it. Number 8's. I'm cheating. No, I have just one film there. It is the epitome of the 90s, I think. It tries to be extreme while totally not getting its source material in any fashion. Mind you, source material is a fucking video game. And on top of it all, it's very interesting to watch two lead actors that are drunk 24/7. And that's Super Mario Brothers.
Shoot him! Get him! Get him!
No, stop!
Gotcha! No, not again!
Super Mario Brothers. This ain't no game.
If I can give this something good, I will give it some positive. Oh, holy shit, what's his name? It's gonna bug me.
Bob Hoskins?
No, the
Oh, yeah, Dennis Hopper.
Dennis Hopper. I don't know why I cannot remember his name. Poor old dead Dennis Hopper. Yes, he's dead.
I know.
Boy, I was saying, at least I'm not like, hey, Dennis Hopper, kick you in the grave. But Dennis Hopper is just delightful at how he seems to not know what movie he's in. He's just doing whatever. He's being at least
Like he just wandered on set and...
Yeah, I was like, hey, here, put this stupid thing on my head and I'm gonna go do stuff.
Like, oh, hey, what's going on? It's like, oh, you making a movie? Oh, okay. It's like, oh, hey, would you like to be in it? Sure.
It's almost as bad as Abe Vigoda in fucking Good Burger.
God.
Where you go, what the fuck are you doing there, Abe?
Yeah, it's another, oh, yeah, that was the thing, kind of movies.
Uh-huh. But, I think it's Abe Vigoda, isn't it?
Yeah.
I called him Vigoda. Charlie don't talk well. But yeah.
Yeah, John Travolta's grandpa and Look Who's Talking. That dude, yeah.
But yeah. So, that's the positives I can give you for Super Mario Bros. Other than that, Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo are fucking plastered throughout the entire movie. There's some moments you can kind of tell. The writers, I don't know what the hell they were trying to go. I get Mario didn't have a plot. Like, it really didn't. Just go save the princess.
Go from castle to castle and like, oh, our princess is in another castle.
Yeah,
thanks.
And I get there's no real plot. There's no meat for that story. Why did we go with a live action film where the dinosaurs are now people and
or a humanoid, they evolved in a separate but parallel dimension or something. Like,
why? Why is this a thing? Who the fuck went, sounds good to me? Like I said, it's the epitome of 90s, because 90s didn't understand. How are we going to ever bother with our source material? Batman movies? Who gives a shit about that horrible shit? Superman movies, just look at anything about Superman Lives and you'll just realize, wow, they did not understand what they were doing with that. Or, hell, any video game movie back then. Like, the only one I could say that was good was Mortal Kombat. The first Mortal Kombat. Even then, it was passable. Except for the rest of them are kind of terrible. I will say, I almost put Double Dragon on here, but Double Dragon is almost cute with how terrible it is. It's like, oh, y'all had $3 to make this movie. This movie, you can tell they put some money into it. That is the best thing I can say about it. So, what's your next movie?
yeah, should I let you know that's on my list later?
What? I was like, I didn't want to do that anymore. It makes my head hurt.
No, Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, okay. So, what's your 8?
My número 8.
That's like ocho. Siete is...
For Spanish class.
Like it's in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's like 8? Oh. I just started with an O.
8 y 5. 8 and 5. I don't know why that's the thing I said. Working 8 to 5.
Why?
One of many things that pops in my head randomly. This is why ADD sometimes sucks, folks. Just random shit pops in. Just doesn't leave till it comes out of my mouth. So what's your 8?
My number 8 is... Well, I would say it's the last of the, oh yeah, that was the thing kind of movies, but there's another one later on the list, but...
Oh, weird.
Yeah, my number 8 is a little movie called North.
The one thing that we cannot control in this life is who our parents are. You dealt the hand, you're stuck with it.
Pants, that's what I know. I know pants. All kinds of pants. Please, all kinds of pants.
Today, let me tell you something. Mom!
It's not like baseball, where if you don't like the deal you have with one team, you can become a free agent and try to get a better deal with another team.
Free agency.
If you want my advice, go home, make up, and goodbye.
You didn't like South? It's a prequel? So should I've never seen North. I'm just making a stupid joke. Depends if you pick up the phone. So, why is North on your list? What makes it so bad?
I was about to say, for those that have never seen it, or those that have totally blocked it from their memory, it's about young Elijah Wood.
Young Frodo.
I was saying, like, kind of post Back to the Future Part 2 Elijah Wood, but before the Flipper movie.
Oh, yeah, Flipper was a thing. So was Lassie.
Yeah, and there was another movie. Oh, yeah, Leave It to Beaver that they also did in the 90s.
And Dennis to Miss.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck was with them remaking 50s and 60s shows? What's this movies? I mean, hell, they still try to do that in the early 2000s.
That's what started the trend of stuff nowadays. Of, like, remaking all these, like, 60s, 70s, and 80s shows into movies.
Well, to be fair, it's kind of really tapered off lately. Like, the last one I can remember...
Because they're running out of material, probably. We can only hope.
A lot of really good 60s and 70s shows, let's just admit.
I was like, we can only hope.
Mm-hmm. So, what about North?
So, yeah. What this movie is about is he plays a kid, I shit you not, named North.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to finish that sentence because I'm like, he plays a kid. No shit, Sherlock. I thought he played an orc.
I was getting there eventually. You just gotta let me get there my own time sometimes.
I had to wait for the commas. Tries a literary nerd too at times.
You're like Bobby from Bobby's World, I swear.
Except for I don't have a squeaky ass voice.
Well, I don't know, last night.
Nah, that's just because you were grabbing one of my nuts.
Okay, so I guess I better continue what I was saying before you sidetrack me again.
I ain't gonna sidetrack you, I'm just gonna crash you. Sidetrack you, I'm just robbing the whole goddamn train.
Yeah, you're just derailing me entirely.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, plays a kid named North. Why the hell did you name your kid that? Well, Kardashians.
I was gonna say, going northwest, so... I guess it was the point in which Kanye's dick was pointing whenever he splooged up into her.
That was an image I didn't need, thank you.
I'm pretty sure he just pretty much put on a wetsuit and climbed off in there. Oh, there's an image. Don't let me in my zone.
That's enough out of you. Shush. It's like, quit trying to derail this train.
I can't derail what's already sitting on the ground.
But so anyway, so North, he feels neglected and ignored by his parents, played by Jason Alexander and Julia Louis-Dreyfus. A lot of famous people in this movie.
Isn't it Julia Louis-Dreyfus?
Julia Louis-Dreyfus?
I think it's Louise.
I think it's Louis. Anywho.
You look it up, I will figure out a way to keep myself occupied. Or you
I was say, it's like you don't want to get the phone, doofus.
Yes.
But yeah, he's ignored by his parents, so he decides to divorce himself from them. And is not only successful, but the judge says that he must find a family to adopt him by, was it Labor Day, Memorial Day, something like that? Yeah, it was Labor Day. By that time, before
weird fucking day.
Like before, because school was about to start up at that time. This was the 90s, mind y'all.
Oh, her name is actually pronounced Louise. And it's actually not pronounced Julia, it's pronounced Yulia. What the fuck is wrong with you? After you got done with Seinfeld, you just lose your goddamn mind? I was curious. I didn't know how it was. I thought it'd be pronounced. It's Lewis, but no, it's Louis.
Anyway.
Derailed.
What was I saying?
You're talking about him finding parents before Labor Day.
Yeah, he's supposed to find parents by Labor Day. Otherwise, he would go to this orphanage. Either that or be back in his parents' arms by like 6 p.m. on Labor Day. Otherwise, he'd go to an orphanage. And so he travels all over the world, or at least all over America, and
well, they're more of America, if I'm not mistaken.
including Alaska and Hawaii, and meets all these famous people wanting to adopt him. And there's even a musical number in Texas with Ruby McIntyre and Dan Aykroyd. And yeah, this rich friend of his that kind of pays for the lawyer that he used. Well, eventually he decides he wants to return to his parents, and his friend is like, "Oh, we can't have that because for the first time, like forever, kids have their parents eating out of the palm of their hand just by saying it's like, okay, well, you know, I always do what North did and, you know, divorce myself from you."
How blue hell does that work?
It's 90s kids logic, okay?
That's not 90s kids logic. That's Bruce Willis in a bunny costume logic.
Oh yeah, Bruce Willis. I totally forgot about him. Yeah, he follows North all around.
He's imaginary.
He has a theory that this guy is imaginary, even though everyone else can see him wherever he goes. Like, he's a stand-up comic at one point.
Well, everywhere he goes, people always know. I am going to Hollywood Undead song.
I walked right into that one, didn't I?
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, that...
Oh. Sorry. Something on my eye.
That's North. That's... And as y'all can tell, there's a reason why a lot of people blocked it out of their memories. Even assuming they ever saw it to begin with, but...
I'm so happy the first thing I look up when I look up North for North Wikipedia looks up North is one directions on a compass. No shit! It's like, you fucking think so? I don't know why I went British on that.
Would you like a spot of tea?
Oh, I guess so. Is there any more you want to say about North?
Dumb. Not great acting. Bruce Willis in a pink bunny suit. Yeah, I think it was a pink bunny suit. And just... yeah. It was dumb.
Sounds like it.
So dumb, it was forgettable.
It also was a massive flop from what I could see. Made $7 million off a $40 million budget. So, hey, that's something. So,
okay, so...
we'll move to mine, numero 7.
Didn't even try there, huh?
Okay. Well, fuck it, I barely speak English. You think I'm going to try and speak Spanish, too? My number 7, it's Batman and Robin.
When Venom meets vengeance. Justice cannot fight alone.
Suit me up, Uncle Alfred.
I'm asking you, friend, partner, brother.
Will you help me? Arnold Schwarzenegger, George Clooney, Chris O'Donnell, Uma Thurman, Alicia Silverstone, a Joel Schumacher film. Strength now.
Partners?
Partners.
Courage always.
Partners.
Family above all. Batman and Robin.
Oh my god, I don't know what the idea was behind this. You can tell that there were varying ideas kind of fighting here and there. Because if you talk with Joel Schumacher, he says that originally he wanted to make a darker film and all this other stuff and explore more of reason why Bruce Wayne wears a mask. I don't know why I'm doing that. He doesn't do the voice in the entire fucking movie.
I was saying, as we jump to the Christopher Nolan Batman.
Yeah. No, Christopher Nolan. Where's work? Tell me where they are.
Why did you say that name? Why did you say Martha?
Why did you say that name? I don't know why it's Bill Goldberg too, but you know, well, fuck it, it works. But, you can see some of that, but you have to wonder, it's like, is Joel Schumacher that bad of a director, considering he didn't allow his vision to truly prosper? Because, why not fight against it? Why not, hey, let me try and have more dark stuff here. How about we don't cast Otto Brandsweiger as our villain, who's supposed to be a scientist? Yeah. Junior came out 3 years before this, and we saw he couldn't pull off scientist worth shit. Why try it again? Junior, again, another horrible, horrible 90s movie. But either way, it's like, Arnold Schwarzenegger just spouting off corny line after corny line. I will say, it's memorable as hell. You will remember the shit out of this movie. Like, everybody remembers what killed the dinosaurs. The Ice Age!
Everybody remembers all the ice puns.
Yeah.
Or even some of the poison ivy. My vines have a crush on you.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. They weren't nearly as
prolific.
Yeah, as the ice puns.
Yeah. Are you cold-hearted, Batman?
I'm surprised I didn't do the ice to see you.
Probably because it was just a little too on the nose. Take two of these and call me in the morning.
It didn't stop him from the rest of the movie.
I still want to know at the end, whenever they reveal he's still got his suit, it's like, so are they giving him diamonds to keep that damn thing running? Because supposedly that's what it works off of. I don't know. But yeah, it's so fucking weird. And it's such a train wreck to watch. You're just sitting there like, this is a thing. And I admit, it's watchable. You can rewatch it over and over. But again, it's a train wreck. It's a bad train wreck. And the fact that you see the bodies. It probably hit a cow too, for good measure, and make some hamburger. It's such a rough movie to actually, even though it's not that hard to really sit through, it's rough to realize like why they made this. Because think about it this way. Mortal Kombat Annihilation, sure, technically did kill off the franchise, but it's a franchise that really didn't have a story to keep going on. Batman had a story, just career and just, well-known comics spanning for nearly 60 years. This killed the films for 8 years, nearly a decade. They couldn't make anything because of how bad this movie was. That's saying something.
Still not as what's the word I'm looking for?
Infuriating?
No, because it's like still not as bad as far as franchise ending compared to the Quest for Peace.
Quest for Peace did not end the franchise. It murdered it. It just went up, stabbed it a few times, and walked off. It's like, okay, well, thanks. Oh, Batman almost sucks so bad, but at least it's enjoyable. But I'm going to warn y'all, the rest of these...
It only gets worse.
Yeah, not only does it get worse, the rest of these movies aren't even enjoyably bad. They're just terrible. They just begin to get to be just pure dreck. So, what is your 7?
As you went fancy with it.
I said I can go stroke you with it. But
my number 7 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Yeah, that's on my list.
The 4 greatest turtles
Hey, all right. It's not just a job, it's an adventure.
ever to go down in history.
It's just your ordinary time travel equal mass displacement kind of thing. Kids.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Help, I'm a turtle and I can't get up.
Anything you would like to say about it now, or are you gonna?
Oh, wait.
I was gonna wait to. Till,
I'll try not to derail you too hard in this one.
I was saying wait till it crops up to speak a piece.
Yep.
For those that have seen Ninja Turtles, the third one.
I'll say, first Ninja Turtles is awesome. Second movie's pretty good, too. I will say that much. A lot of people really shit on secret movies. I'm like, it's actually still fun. It has its goofy parts.
I was saying, I think there's two schools of thought when it comes to the original Ninja Turtle movies. There are those that they like the darker side of the first one and
adult things it does at times, but not too adult. Still has kids.
maybe didn't like kind of the goofier direction they went with the second one, but they can still kind of enjoy it. There are those like me who they prefer the goofier style of the second one over the first one. I think both camps, like, I think we can all agree, third one just sucked balls. And not in a good way.
It sucked balls by going, smacked itself in its own head with scrotums.
I wasn't quite going to take it that far, but...
Hey, you're talking about sucking balls, so...
Like I said, you don't even look at the cliff, do you? There's a cliff?
Yeah, like I said earlier, there's a cliff there.
I was like, wee! Oh, hey! Ah!
I'm flying!
Splash!
Splish.
If you're lucky.
So, what else you want to say about Team NT3? I see you have it written that way.
Well, just to kind of abbreviate it, because I didn't have very much space on the page. And also, I'm lazy.
Why I use my phone.
Also, I'm lazy. And also, fuck off.
Later. So, any more you want to say about the movie?
Where do I begin? It's just, it tries to take the goofiness of the second movie and I think trying to be a bit more, not really serious, but tell a bit more of a story, like kind of almost get back to their ninja roots in the third one.
Yeah, it's just why they're just like samurais.
And go to feudal Japan. I know. I've seen the movie.
Ninjas were from Japan.
I know. I am saying, getting back to the, like, going to feudal Japan being the key word there.
Yeah, it's a time travel movie.
Yes, in fact, if you can ever find it on Blu-ray by itself, it specifically says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, Turtles in Time.
Which is bad because there is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Turtles in Time special that they did, which crossed over the 80s, 90s cartoon with the early 2000s one, which was actually pretty damn good. Because they play off of both how the 2001 was a little bit more action-based and the other one's a little bit more goofy, but they both have some pretty good actions, pretty good goofy bits. So, go find... Pardon me, hello Belcher. Go find it. So,
but yeah. Anyway, yeah, we've discussed this before. They try way too hard on the 90s references.
Oh yeah, they do.
The swing and you were expecting the Addams Family.
He's not gonna fucking get that. It's from fucking feudal Japan. I don't get it, because I don't know why you would say that.
Yeah, it might have...
It might have been?
It might have landed a punch. It might have landed, punch as far as a joke. way back when, but now it's like, trying way too hard to incorporate the 90s and just really, like, just dating yourself. Yeah, and just... Because if I remember correctly, there were some, like, 90s references in the second one.
Mm-hmm. There's some 90s reference, but at least it's in the era.
I would say, it kind of added to the goofy charm of the second one.
Yeah.
This, they're just trying way too hard.
Mm-hmm.
And just, like, trying to walk in heels and falling flat on your ass. Just, or flat on your face. How I've not personally done that, I don't know, but...
You don't own a pair of heels.
I used to.
But you don't now, so of course you're not going to do it.
Because they're not comfortable, thank you very much. So, yeah, I think that's all I'm going to say. He's going to chime in later when it crops up on his list.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your number 6?